The Rolls-Royce Specter is a new model. It's the British brand's first electric vehicle, and it's one of the most luxurious, expensive, high-tech and doubtlessly comfortable coupes ever produced. This vehicle has the potential to be the most significant in the brand's history. Rolls-Royce expects to produce only electric vehicles by 2025. The Specter, the first all-electric Rolls-Royce, will be available in 2023. This is a car with 600 horsepower that will usher Rolls-Royce away from its glorious V12 engines and into a new era of electric vehicles. That is sad in and of itself, but everyone must adapt to stay relevant and combat climate change. That is precisely what Rolls-Royce is attempting with the new Specter. And indeed, it's the first electric production car built by Rolls-Royce and serves as a spiritual successor to the Phantom Coupe. In a nutshell, this could be the most luxurious electric vehicle ever created. The Specter is a massive two-door coupe from Rolls-Royce. It's nearly 3 tons and as long as a Mercedes S-Class Maybach. It has the largest one-piece body panels and the widget grille ever fitted to a Rolls-Royce. These extend from the front windscreen to the rear bumper, completely encircling the brake lights. The body has a few creases and sharp angles, especially when viewed from the side. This simple design highlights the massive 23-inch alloy wheels. Put it all together and you can bet that the new Specter will be one of the most commanding vehicles on the road. Some automakers have used the launch of their first electric luxury vehicles to stock up on gadgets and new features, like the Mercedes EQS Hyperscreen and the BMW i7's 8K backseat cinema. Rolls-Royce has taken a unique approach. At first glance, the new car's cabin appears to be almost identical to that of a Rolls-Royce Ghost. The air vents, physical controls, driver's display and central touchscreen are all the same. However, there are some very important differences, such as the Specter pattern on the dashboard and the new starlight headlining that extends down onto the doors for the first time. Speaking of doors, the Specter has the largest Rolls-Royce doors ever fitted, which should help tall adults climb into the back as gracefully as possible. You never know who's watching. The electric motors on each axle of this Rolls-Royce EV provide 4-wheel drive. With both motors fully charged, you get 585 horsepower and 900 Nm of torque. That's enough to propel the Specter from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. That's a few tenths of a second faster than the new BMW i7 and only 7/10 slower than the AMG-tuned EQS 53. Rolls-Royce has not confirmed the size of the new Specter's battery or how far it can be driven on a single charge. However, it did state that the finished vehicle will have a WLTP range of 320 miles. That's a respectable figure, but it's nearly 70 miles less than the new BMW i7 and 133 miles less than the Mercedes claims for its longest range EQS. But how many Rolls-Royce owners will travel more than 300 miles at a time? They probably have their own helicopters for such trips. However, as is customary, the sky is the limit, and you can spend enormous amounts of money creating a completely customized Specter with so many custom touches. The Specter is built on Rolls architecture Royces of luxury, an all-aluminium platform that also serves as the foundation for the Phantom, Cullinan and Ghost. The battery pack is integrated into the Specter's extruded aluminium space frame, and while Rolls-Royce does not mention the energy capacity in its press release, and as I previously stated, Rolls-Royce did not tell us about the weight of the battery pack, it is expected to be more than 1,500 pounds. The specifications haven't been finalized, but Rolls-Royce says that the electric powertrain will have 577 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque, the same as the current V12, and a range of around 260 miles. The Specter, while not quite as large as the old Phantom Coupe, is still quite large for a coupe. Its overall length is 214.685 inches and nearly as long as a Mercedes S-Class with a long wheelbase, and it weighs 6,559 pounds. Despite this, it accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.4 seconds and has a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Rolls-Royce also does some interesting things with the suspension on the Specter. It's a progression of the new Ghost planar suspension system, which employs tuned mass dampers on the front upper wishbones and a camera system that reads the road ahead and adjusts the air springs and adaptive dampers to compensate. The ability to decouple anti-roll bars has been added to the Specter. When driving straight, this helps isolate each wheel from the next, but when the car detects that you're about to corner, it re-engages the anti-roll bars. The design is a classic Rolls-Royce with a long fastback roofline, rear-hinged doors reminiscent of the old Wraith, and a backlit front grille similar to the Ghost. The Spirit of Ecstasy badge is prominently displayed on the hood, and the Specter features the current lighting trend of thin daytime running lights on top of the smoked headlight lenses below. According to the Rolls-Royce, the 23-inch wheels are necessary to balance out the car's size. Inside, everything is familiar Rolls-Royce, though the interior spec on this launch car is quite obnoxious. The Rolls-Royce Starry Night motif, which uses thousands of fiber optic lights integrated into the headliner to recreate a starry night, has now been extended to the doors. Naturally, there are an infinite number of exterior and interior customization options. Rolls-Royce has installed adaptive suspension to ensure a properly isolated ride, and the engineers have also made room for a massive amount of sound-deadening material, which Rolls claims will keep the cabin whisper quiet. And just like I mentioned earlier, Rolls-Royce has not specified the size of the Specter's battery, but it is expected to provide a driving range of approximately 260 miles per charge. DC fast charging should be possible, but we expect most Specter buyers to have a charging system installed at their estates, so they don't have to wait in a Walmart parking lot like the rest of us. The Specter's cabin accommodates 4 people with bucket seats in both rows. Anyone familiar with Rolls' current Royce's interior design will recognize a similarly opulent one here, though the company has added several new design elements that are exclusive to Specter. The Specter's door panels, for example, have a similar twinkle to the brand's signature Starry Night headliner, with tiny LED lights sparkling in the area surrounding the armrests. We don't yet have all the details or a list of options and features, but the Specter should be available with an almost limitless number of personalization and material options. A new Rolls-Royce Specter is now available for purchase. It costs more than $300,000, putting it between the Cullinan and the Phantom at the top of the Rolls-Royce lineup. Because Rolls-Royce hasn't specified a price, it's expected to be somewhere between $350,000 Cullinan and the $450,000 Phantom. Customer deliveries are scheduled to begin in about a year. If you place your order now, your car should be ready in time for Christmas 2023. Alright guys, this wraps up our video for today. Be free to tell us what you think about the new Rolls-Royce Specter in the comment section below. Also, do well to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.